I mean, Mike, it was a very tough week. I guess there were 45 warnings out there. I mean, employers downtown let staff go, the county, the city. I think we kind of let our staff go as well. But from an insurance standpoint, it hit home both commercial and personal.
Sure.
Water, we had claims the next few days, 6 inches of water. The big thing is John and I talk about, was it water damage or was it flooding, right? Because you got a discrepancy of flood and water damage. Wind, same thing. Wind is definitely a covered cause of loss. It could do anything, and that's covered. But when you get into water and things of that nature, it gets a little gray. But it's always important from both a homeowner commercial standpoint. You got to understand your policies with this type of coverage. It's so important. As I said, we probably had 5 or 6 claims. John, I don't know if you want any input on that as well. And then, Mike, I'll get into some real live claims that we had that might help.
Yeah, I mean, the only thing that what I'd like to say is, today is too late if you haven't already looked at your policy to see what kind of coverage you have, right? All along, you should have been, or you should be talking to your agent saying, okay, what if this happens? Or what if that happens? Am I covered for this? Am I covered for that? Like Joe said, there's a big difference between flood and water backup. Flood by, Mother Nature, unless you have a specific flood policy, there's no coverage if your basement is flooded. Okay. However, and I'm going to go back maybe a couple of years, a very important, a big claim, one of Joe Jr.'s claims that, was determined to be, the street and roads sewer drains. Okay. There was so much water that the sewer drains and so much debris that the debris covered the tap of the sewer drains and did not let the water go through into the drains, thus causing a backup. And that was deemed to be an acceptable claim. So every scenario is a little different. You got to talk to your agent. Hopefully they have a claim consultant like CH has that goes out and advocates on your behalf and gives you some advice on reporting a claim and if the coverage exists.